encouragement and support in their decision to become a family. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of all human relationships. As good as I may be, and believe me, I'm very good, no ceremony can create a marriage. Only you guys can do that. Through love and patience, through dedication and listening, through supporting and believing in one another. By learning to make the important things matter and letting the rest go. Going to China, you will really test these skills, and you must continue to improve your relationship. What this ceremony can do is witness and affirm the choice you've made here to stand together despite that occasional urge to run away. Today is a celebration of love, commitment, friendship, family, and two people who are in it forever. Despite all our differences, love is something we all share. No matter who we are or where we come from or what we believe, we have all loved in our lifetimes. At this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of humanity. All of us here have our own love stories. Some are short, some are long, some are unwritten, some are just getting to the good parts. Haley and Eric's love story has sort of an interesting start. So, Haley and Eric met pretty much the way all 21st century couples meet these days, and that is an app. Now, I know that Meetup, they met on Meetup. Meetup is not necessarily a dating app, but it happened to work out this way for these two. They met while joining a hike with a group in November of 2014 to Falls Creek Falls in Marietta. Eric, from what I'm told, was bound and determined to stay a bachelor and teach overseas, and Haley was tired of the dating scene. But they made a connection trading war stories about the high schoolers that they teach in public school, and also talking about the weird people that were on this Meetup app. So Eric decided to take a chance, and he did what any of us would do. He gave Haley his email address. So Haley wasn't really easily deterred by Eric's superb dating skills. She emailed him for a second and third Meetup outing. Then one of those outings included, I believe, from what I'm told, a drunken bar crawl in Greenville, where Eric actually had to help take care of Haley, and then Haley, from that point, asked Eric out for another date. And so, since that point, we made quick progress. Last Halloween, Eric asked Haley to marry him, and that brings us here today. Today we have a time to pause, look back, and smile at all the moments that brought you here, and a time to look ahead at all those moments that are to come. Eric and Haley, we're all here because we want these moments for you. We're here to hope with you, to support you, to be proud of you, and to remind you that love isn't necessarily happy ever after, but it's the experience of writing your own love story. It's not one moment, it's not even this moment, it's every moment. It's big ones like saying I love you, moving in together, getting engaged, but mostly it's a million little moments, like making dinner for one another, spending holidays together, binge watching Netflix, even as small as getting a big hug when you come home from work. These everyday moments fuse together into one big experience. Now the maid of honor, Stephanie, has some words for you about what love and marriage is.
The sun danced on the snow with a sparkling smile as two lovers sat quietly alone for a while. Then he turned and said with a casual air, though he blushed from his chin to the tips of his hair, I think I might like to get married to you. Well then, she said, there's a thought. But what if we can't promise to be all that we ought? Can you promise me, say, that you won't rage and shout when I'm late yet again when we plan to go out? For I know I can't promise to ignore dirty socks or damp towels strewn all over the floor. So we can't vow to be all that we should. I'm not sure what to do, though the idea is quite good. But he gently smiled and tilted his head, till his lips met her ear, and softly he said, I promise to weave my dreams into your own, that wherever you breathe shall be my heart's home. I promise that, with rags or with gold I am blessed, your smile is the jewel I will treasure the best. Do you think then, my love, we should marry? Do you? Yes, she said, smiling, I do.
Eric and Haley, you guys fell in love by chance, but you're here today because you're making a choice. You're both choosing each other. You've chosen to be with someone who enhances you, who makes you think, who makes you smile, and makes your day brighter. Now I ask you guys, Eric and Haley, will you each promise to keep each other as your favorite person, to laugh with, to go on adventures with, to support through life's tough moments, to grow old with, and find new reasons to love every day?
I will.
Eric and Haley, I ask that you always treat each other with love and respect. I ask that you always have pride in one another, and always remind yourselves what brought you together today. You're making important promises today. You're vowing to take care of one another, to stand up for one another, and to find happiness in one another. This is a simple premise to each of these promises. You're vowing to be there. You're saying to one another, every experience that I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of. Please keep this in mind as we take the following vows. Eric, do you take Haley to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish her, to protect her, and be faithful to her?
I do.
Do you promise to take out the trash, pick up the clothes? Do you promise to love her even when she's cranky?
I do.
Haley, do you take Eric to be your lawful wedded husband? Do you promise to love, honor, and cherish him, to protect him, and be faithful to him?
I do.
Do you promise not to whine at him when he